to getting some rebounds and, you know, go to the offensive boards hard. And, you know, if we do that, we're going to win the game. But, you know, they're a great team. You know, we're going to have to be ready to play hard for 40 minutes. And
in the Class A girls basketball tournament taking place down in Minneapolis, it is Stoughton Jeffers advancing to the Class A final, winning over St. Peter, and Rochester Lords beats a consolidation of schools. I think it's Maynard, Clara City, and Raymond 58-30, and the finals are set there.
Are Stoughton and Jeffers two towns that are consolidated?
Yeah, Stoughton Jeffers. I believe that.
I think it's like the name of my uncle or something, isn't it?
Bad.
Seems like somebody's name. Some Grand Forks students get a chance to plant space tomatoes. That story's next.
Ooh, I love the taste of Crab Delights from Lewis Kemp. Crab Delights tonight. It's a seafood paradise. Crab Delights tonight.
Crab Delights from Lewis Kemp. So easy, so delicious, right out of the package in your favorite dish.
Can't help this love of mine. Now I have seafood anytime.
Ooh, I love the taste of Crab Delights. Crab Delights tonight.
From Lewis Kemp.
During Conlon's fabulous store-wide home sale this week, you'll save on everything you want for your home because you save on absolutely everything in our store. Conlon's has over $2 million worth of furniture at terrific prices. Sofas from $3.99, recliners from $2.99, mattresses start at only $79 each piece, 4-piece bedrooms for $5.99, and much, much more. Plus, you make no monthly payments and pay no interest till June. No matter what you're looking for, you'll find it on sale this week at Conlon's spectacular store-wide home sale. Hurry!
Dakota Cancer Institute. We've brought our specialists together to offer cancer care that's state-of-the-art.
At Dakota Cancer Institute, the children with malignancy are given the same cancer therapy as they would at some 40 large universities across the country, including those in Los Angeles, Denver, Philadelphia, Minneapolis, and the Mayo Clinic in Rochester. This ensures that our quality of care and treatments are up to date. This is reassuring not only to the parents, but also to me as a physician.
Students in Grand Forks will get a chance to take part in a nationwide space experiment. About 20 kids from the Young Astronauts Club will plant tomato seeds which have been in space for 6 years. The kids will keep written records on how the space seeds compare to seeds not exposed to space.
So they've been exposed to radiation, cosmic radiation, for longer than anything else we've had in a NASA experiment. So now you're going to be part of our experiment, and you're going to be part of the test.
If the tomato seeds from space produce larger tomatoes than the ones on Earth, more seeds will be exposed to space. NASA left more than 12 million tomato seeds in space from April 1984 to January 1990. 4 million students from across the U.S. are taking part in the experiment. Sounds like a science fiction movie or something. Tomato seeds from space.
You were a junior space cadet, weren't you?
No.
I thought I heard somebody say that.
No. Still.
Something like that anyway. I heard in the news one day. Windy through tomorrow, Charlie, and a few flurries possible tonight. Lows tonight around 15 to 20. Tomorrow, around 35 degrees for most of us.
And no big warm up till next week then?
Yeah, 40s by Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay. Thank you very much. Who was, Ross, North Dakota's Mr. Basketball last year?
A trick question, you may say. We had co-winners last year, Ben Jacobson of Mayport, who will play for the suit tonight, and Chris Gardner, who's also up at North Dakota, but he's injured this year.
Okay. Thanks for everything. We'll see you guys later. Have a nice evening.
Regular programming will not be seen at this time. Now stay tuned for a KTHI TV 11 special presentation.
The Minot State Dome, home of the State B. Troy Anger's buzzer beater, and outstanding individual performances by by Alan Anderson, Eric Buckeye, Steve Dan, and Dan Peltier, and 4 teams still longing to be champion, highlighted yesterday's first round. Who will have the hot hand?
Who will make the big shot? Will it be from Dunseith, Cavalier, Northwood, or Edgeley? The drama unfolds right here, the State B semifinals.
The North Dakota Class B basketball tournament is brought to you by West Dakota Chevy Dealers Association, Cenex Land O'Lakes, Norwest Banks, Interstate Seed, U.S. West Communications, your Northland Ford dealers, North Dakota Education Association, the North Dakota Beef Commission, and the North Dakota Petroleum Council.
Live from the Dome on the campus of Minot State University, this is the semifinals of the 1990 North Dakota State B basketball tournament. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dan Hammer, along with Lee Timmerman and the rest of the North Dakota NBC crew, here to bring you the semifinals. And Lee, back in November, more than 200 teams were fighting and hoping for a chance to be playing tonight. Now we have 4.
That's right, and after tonight, only 2 will say that they have a shot at being number 1. And I think we have some outstanding matchups. In the first round, if you weren't with this yesterday, it was Northwood and a buzzer beater over Minnewacan, and Edgeley down Ray.
Last night, Cavalier took care of Enderlin, 73-67. Steve Dan had 38 in that one, and Dunseith took care of Reeder, 64-56. This afternoon, actually tonight, the semifinals, Northwood against Edgeley, that one coming up in just a couple of minutes, and later on tonight, Cavalier against Dunseith.
And in consolation play this afternoon, Ray over Minnewacan and Reeder down to Enderlin. Those 2 will play for 5th tomorrow.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, Northwood against Edgeley, and actually we'll see the 2 big men of this tournament. Not a lot of size in this tournament, but in Alan Anderson and Troy Enger, you have 2 of the better centers in the state, and that's part of the reasons why these teams are playing tonight.
And the coach for Edgeley, Lon O, says, I think we're going to front Enger early and hopefully get a little help from behind.
We'll set up this game a little more shortly, but right now we'd like you to meet a couple of our team members.
Thanks, Dan. I'm Rob Meltzer. This is John Cole. They touched on the 2 big men. For Northwood's point of view, Troy Enger needs help on the outside game from Paul Hassler today.
Well, I think you're absolutely right. 2 of the better big men in Class B basketball, and they're going to be banging around inside. It's one matchup that I know that I'm going to be looking forward to watching.
You betcha. And Edgeley seems to have one of the balanced fields left in the tournament, so it's going to be an interesting game.
And those 2 gentlemen did turn in strong performances yesterday. Alan Anderson, 16 points and 9 rebounds, and Troy Enger, 27 points and 10 rebounds yesterday.
And there you get a shot at both of the players. Enger on the left, it's Anderson on the right. If those 2 neutralize each other, then it will be the outside game. Rob mentioned Hassler, but we know what Buckeye can do.
I think Paul Hassler really needs to be involved in the offense for Northwood tonight, because Edgeley has so much balance with Eric Buckeye and Lamp and Brager and the rest of the crew. So should be a dandy semifinal evening. We'd like you to meet the players of tonight's first semifinal game between Cavalier, or check it, Edgeley and Northwood. And for that, we go to PA announcer Larry Lauser.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the semifinals here in the Dome on the beautiful campus of Minot State University for this, your 1990 State Class B Finals. Introducing the team host, wearing their dark uniforms, the Rangers of Lidgerwood, and their team host, Steve Pinot. Team host of the Trojans from Northwood, Bill Kolb. Head coach of the Rangers, Ron Ost. Head coach of the Trojans, John Hutchinson. Introducing the starting lineup. Starting at a guard, he stands 5'11", the junior wearing number 15, Greg Brager. A Trojan guard, he's 6'1", the senior wearing number 12, Paul Hassler. The other Ranger guard is a 5' 10" sophomore. He wears number 25, Tyler Lamp. A Trojan Trojan guard, he's 6'1", the senior wearing number 32, Brian Overby. Playing a forward for the Rangers, he stands an even 6 feet. A sophomore, and he wears number 23, Brian Huber. A Trojan forward is a 6'1" junior number 34, Aaron Runstedt. The other forward for the Rangers, he's an even 6 feet. The junior number 43, Eric Buckeye. A Trojan forward, he's 6'4", the senior number 44, Troy Enger. The center for the Rangers, he's 6'4", the senior number 33, Alan Anderson. The center for the Trojans, he's 6'1" and a junior, number 30, Chad Thorstensen. Assistant coach of the Rangers, Dennis Peterson. Assistant coach of the Trojans, Randy Hychek. Would everyone please rise, remove all headgear, place your hand over your heart for the singing of the national anthem, which will be done tonight by the 10 of us from Litchfield Public Schools under the direction of John Monolaws.
We'll be back with the tip-off right after this.
Chevy's got the winning spirit, and we're proving it every day on the tracks and on the streets. Right now, nobody is winning like you are. Pick your favorite Chevy and get 6.9% APR financing for 48 months or up to $1,200 cash back. West Dakota, you're winning with spectacular 6.9% financing or cash back with Lumina, Caprice, Beretta, S10 pickups, and more. Get your share of the winning spirit at your West Dakota Chevy dealers.
Call most places after hours and you may not get quite the answer you're looking for. At Norwest Banks, we don't think service should stop at 5 o'clock. That's why we're now on call 24 hours a day to handle your banking needs. Norwest Banks. Come to expect the best.
Our officials tonight, Jeff Hamry from Leonard on the right, Jim Hausler of Bismarck on the left.
Anderson and Enger to tip it off. Not a bad day for these two guys yesterday. 43 combined total points, 19 combined total rebounds, and Northwood and Brian Overby control the tip. The Trojans, coached by John Hutchison, Edgeley, coached by Lon Ost. Northwood ranked from time to time this year in the top 10, and Edgeley, of course, ranked #1 a couple of times this year. Underneath, Chad Thorstensen.
Well, right off the bat, I think we saw defensively maybe a little overemphasis on Inger. They're concentrating on Inger. Thorstensen slid in from the backside.
Huber now down low. Anderson, a little turnaround. That falls short, and Inger is there for the board. Northwood quickly back. Bounce pass. Hassler. 2. No, it doesn't roll in. And he's fouled on the play by Tyler Lamp.
Lamp kind of caught in the middle there. Nice little bounce pass. It's a very tough pass to throw. Tough pass to catch as well. Hassler goes up with it, and Lamp with the first foul of this game.
Tyler Lamp not wearing his right ankle brace. He had it on last night. He was bothered by that ankle a little bit. He heard it just before districts, but tonight the brace is off. In fact, Coach Lon Ost wasn't even aware that he had twisted a little bit last night. Hassler hits the first free throw, 71% on the year.
Sometimes those are things you forget to tell coaches. That feels good. Legs great, coach. Put me in.
Hassler hits 2 straight, and Northwood out of the blocks crisply here in the first minute. Lamp in the corner now. Huber. Here's Brager. He's turned aside nicely by the Northwood defense. Huber, and I believe it deflected off. No, a personal foul coming.
I believe they're going to call a foul on Inger, 44.
And it is. So Inger picks up his first in the first minute of play.
Troy says, I don't think I got him. Him and Hamray having a nice little chat there. I was looking for the coffee cup.
Nice job of saving the inbounds by Brager, and now he gets away from the defense. Buckeye along the baseline. This is Huber. His shot rolls off. Thorstensen is there. And again, Overby pushed it up quickly. Does he keep the dribble? Yes, he did. Nice effort by Brian Overby just to keep the dribble and not turn it over there.
Yeah, when Brian was on the move, when he goes down to his knees, if he picks the ball up, his momentum will probably get him all the way over on his face. You can still see the right hand going up and down. And since he did not try to move when he was on the floor, that was not a travel call. He kept his knees planted.
Hassler, that shot in and out, and underneath the foul on number 30, a pushing off foul going against Shad Thorstensen.
Shad using the left arm underneath. Sometimes in basketball, some people claim it's a non-contact sport, but after the game, the forearms will be a little bruised because you're in there pushing and shoving.
End up black and blue the next day, and you know it's a contact sport, especially in the forearm area. So Edgley scoreless here in the first minute and a half of the game. Lamp with a nice drive off the glass. It doesn't go. Anderson and Thorstensen battle for the rebound, and jump ball's the call. And Edgley retains possession with the possession arrow pointing their way.
Well, that's a break for the Rangers because it was Anderson who was behind Thorstensen, and it almost looked like it could have been an over and back, but a tie-up was called.
Buckeye in the corner, watched closer there by Overby. Now double team as Inger helps out defensively. Tipped away, but Edgley saves it, so Northwood doing a nice job defensively here early. Underneath, Anderson shot blocked by Inger, and off the loose ball, Thorstensen comes up with it.
It'll be interesting to see what happens the next time Anderson gets the ball.
There's Overby to Inger. That's the combination that won the game yesterday for Northwood and also beat Hillsborough in the region.
Overby says, I've been lobbing those things to Inger since he's a freshman. It's no big deal.
Holy smokes, there's a three-pointer for Eric Buckeye.
First bucket of the game for Edgley.
A key, according to Lon Ost, is try to stop that lob, take it away. It has been a factor for Northwood all year long.
But he initially thought he would go with a front. There you'll see Anderson, 33, try to stay ahead of 44, but if Inger keeps moving, it'll be tough to do.
Hassler got an opening to the lamp on an offensive foul on Paul Hassler.
Hassler going straight to the hole, and beating to the spot was Brager. Brager went down kind of hard there. It didn't, like most offensive fouls, your feet are set and your body's already starting to go backwards to help absorb the blow, and he wasn't that time. He took the shot.
3 quick team fouls on Northwood here. Not a real deep team as Northwood. Edgley's got the edge actually in bench. Anderson up and over the defense. It doesn't go. He follows his own shot. Huber was there. And Northwood draws the foul, and I believe that's going to go against Aaron Rondesvet.
I think you're right. Couple of reach-ins. Huber played a fine game yesterday, too, and the thing about Brian's game was his rebounding. He had 8 rebounds in that win over Ray.
To go along with 11 points, just a sophomore. Couple of sophomores in the starting lineup for Edgeley. Tyler Lamp and Brian Huber, and then Eric Buckeye is a junior, and so is Greg Brager. So they only lose Alan Anderson. And everybody said last year, gee, Edgeley's a young team. Well, they're a young team again this year as he cashes in on the second free throw.
There's one thing that beats experience, and that's what you call young experience. That means they're still coming back.
Overby, a strong drive. He doesn't get it. Thorstensen is there. Now Anger pounds the boards, and finally Alan Anderson clears it away. But at Northwood here early doing a nice job on both ends on the boards.
Really hitting it hard. That's a key for either team. Whoever can rebound better, have a big break underneath.
Anderson got away from Thorstensen and had an easy 2, and there's a loose ball and now a foul.
Don Buckeye trying to pick up that cheap little steal, but he got himself a cheap little foul.
Tied at 6. Opening 4 minutes of this semifinal game. This is Brian Overby. 6 points and 6 assists yesterday for Overby. Tip, and Northwood will retain possession.
It was slapped out by Anderson, still trying to stay a half a step ahead of Enger, but I liked what Enger did. Started way on the left side and was flashing. Keep moving. Moving away from the ball will be the key for him to get open.
Hassler watched there by Brager. Overby. As you see some help side defense there by Huber, helping out Alan Anderson and defending Troy Enger.
But if Huber strays too far.
There he is again. But Enger still is able to get the shot off. A little 5-footer that rolls in. He has 4. Here's Buckeye now in the corner. Huber takes a dribble and hits the shot. So Brian Huber with 3 early points.
Well, Brian stays on the baseline. His first shot hit the side of the backboard, so got the one bad one out of the way.
Enger dishes it back out. Hassler thought about the 3, then turned it aside. He's a good 3-point shooter. So is Aaron Rondesvet. 3:15 remaining in the corner. Overby now looks for the long lob across court. Thorstensen up and in for 2. And Brian Overby really has the sense of when he's got an open man for that lob, doesn't he?
I would say so, but the key to that actually was Huber playing backside defense down low.
Buckeye 3-pointer that fell short quickly now. Overby the other way, a 2-on-2. Now a 3-on-2. Hassler, 2 more. So Hassler, Thorstensen, and Enger are doing the job early for Northwood, and they have a 4-point lead.
Well, the key on the break is finding the passing lane to get it back to the wing.
Lamp now dishes to Anderson, and he rolls one in.
Both of his buckets have come on the old-fashioned finger roll. You don't see that much anymore.
No, and he starts it down pretty low, doesn't he? Hassler now, watched by Brager. And Alan Anderson will pick up his first foul. So Anderson and Enger now have 1 each.
Well, basically, we mentioned that matchup, and Anderson wants to try to stay ahead. That time he was following, and when he followed across the lane, what'd they do? Got the ball to that man right away. Smart play.
Edgeley so far, as we've pointed out, sagging Brian Huber on a it results in a double team.
And both of Thorstensen's buckets have come as a result of that.
Enger a 56% free throw shooter. Misses both. Thorstensen is there for the rebound. So Northwood will go back to work offensively. 2:10 remaining in the quarter. Overby looking down low as he usually does. Hassler gets a little screen and he's blocked. Goes back up with it and blocked again. So Hassler turned aside twice. We've got a break on the court. We'll do the same. First quarter, it is Northwood 12, Edgeley 10.
Gateway Chevrolet Geo's goal is to sell 100 trucks in March, so we sale priced every truck in stock. Like this 1990 Silverado, fully equipped, just $10,499. Fully equipped Silverado pickup starting at $10,499. 1991 S10 pickup start as low as $74.99. That's right, drive home a 1991 S10 for only $74.99. Choose from over 40 conversion vans and get $4,000 cash back. Put it in your pocket or use it as your down payment. It's all happening now, so hurry out to Gateway Chevrolet Truck Center.
Finally, a cordless drill that just won't quit. The Black & Decker Univolt. With more torque than its leading competitor and more than 100 watts out of power. Only one thing stops the Univolt. The Industrial Tool Division of Black & Decker presents an industrial strength guarantee. If you're not satisfied with any tool we make, we'll take it back. Guaranteed.
From Acme Electric, Tool Crib of the North.
Well, all the folks in Edgeley want to say hello to Mrs. Lamp, the mother of Tyler Lamp. She was involved in an automobile accident last week, recovering from back surgery. And Mrs. Lamp, I hope you're enjoying the coverage along NBC, and best of luck in your recovery. And so far, you got a dandy ball game to watch.
Her team only down by 2.
On the inbounds, Overby out. This is Hassler. Hassler's made things happen early. Underneath, Hanger. You notice how high he put that shot, though, trying to get it up over Alan Anderson?
Anderson, a very good vertical. We mentioned it yesterday that last year when he was a junior, he could get his fingers about 3 inches over the rim. Now he can almost get his elbow up there.
Yeah, he improved to 12 inches, right?
Yep.
That's amazing.
Mostly through track, actually, just getting the legs in shape.
Hassler, who has had it stuffed back in his face twice in the last couple minutes, now has it nearly stolen. And a blocking foul will go, but that's just good aggressive defense on Greg Brager's part. You can't fault him for that at all.
No, Brager, that's the type of defense that Edgeley plays man-to-man. Stay belly up if you can. Right there, chest to chest, almost getting the steal. And then what happens is that Brager, after he missed the steal attempt, got about a half a step behind and was in the bad position, just trying to catch back up again.
John Hutchison becomes the first guy to go to the bench in tonight's game. Mark Korsmo checks into the Northwood lineup. This is Hassler in the corner. Now Overby. Here's Engler. Free throw line. He got it.
Well, you have to give him that.
Yep.
Not much you can do about that one.
14-10. Northwood advantage now. Lamp. Now Brager. This is Eric Buckeye. 22 points yesterday. 25 points, rather. Buckeye in and out. Went after his own rebound. Still fighting for it. He comes up with it. Good work by Eric Buckeye.
On the offensive end, it seems like Northwood is in their rhythm just a little bit better than Edgeley so far.
Anderson way out. Three-pointer that rolls out. Don't be surprised. He's a good three-point shooter. He'll usually take those on the wing, though. Further out on the wing.
Listed as a center, but he does it inside or outside.
Hanger now working on the wing. Sees a little one-on-one opportunity. Puts it up and off the glass. No good. 35 seconds remaining now, and Edgeley will be happy to work for the last shot of the quarter, trailing 14-10. They look down low to Anderson. Oh, quick move, but it doesn't roll.
That's a tough break. That's too nice a move not to get it to go.
Oh, my, he really went past Anger on that one. Now Northwood has a chance for the last bucket with the clock ticking at 14 seconds. Hassler out on top. Overby now posting up down low. Hassler, three-pointer. You betcha. End of one quarter. It is Northwood 17, Edgeley 10. You're watching the State B on NBC.
Chevy's got the winning spirit, and we're proving it every day on the tracks and on the streets. Right now, nobody is winning like you are. Pick your favorite Chevy and get 6.9% APR financing for 48 months or up to $1,200 cash back. West Dakota, you're winning with spectacular 6.9% financing or cash back with Lumina, Caprice, Beretta, S10 pickups, and more. Get your share of the winning spirit at your West Dakota Chevy dealers.
Recognize that skyline? There's only one place in the world looks like that. Manhattan. where the air's clean, the living's easy, and the food's great. Every time I'm in Manhattan, I order my personal favorite, the New York Strip. Delicious. Manhattan's known for its famous restaurants, so be sure to try all three. Beef, real food, Manhattan, Montana.
The Northwood cheerleaders join us. Let's have your names.
I'm Jody Kruger. Hi, Grandma. I'm Stephanie Jacobson. Lori Osley. Paula Sherva. Heidi Johnson.
Let's hear a cheer, girls.
Rob ducking out of the way there. We mentioned that Edgley having a little problem against his zone and being just a little sluggish on offense, not in sync. And it directly shows as their shooting percentage is only 29%. Now it's only 2 of 15.
Another missed shot, and on the offensive rebound, Tyler Lamp, his first bucket of the game. 4 of 14 for Edgley in the first quarter. A near steal by Buckeyes. He was working hard defensively against Aaron Rondesvet, but it went off Buckeye.
For most teams, when things don't seem to be going well offensively, the way to pick that up is actually on the defensive end.
Northwood also had the edge in rebounding, 11-7. Enger now, little turnaround, and he has it stuffed back at his face by Anderson. So Anderson with 2 early blocks in this game. Hassler now pulls it up. Pressured by Brager. Brager forces the steal. No, he doesn't. Overby keeps control. Rondesvet. No, and Anderson is there, and I think you're going to get a foul on Shad Thorstensen. So that's his second.
That's quite the offensive exchange that time. On belly, passes on the floor, 3-pointers that don't go in, but Anderson with a nice block, and everything just kind of rolled off of that.
And that's Northwood's 5th team foul, so Edgley will shoot the 1-and-1 for the rest of this half.
Boy, and that's where Edgley should love to be, is on the free throw line against Ray yesterday. 27 of 33, so 27 points.
He misses that free throw, but on the offensive boards for 2 is Brian Huber. And Eric Buckeye yesterday was 12 of 12.
I said 33. I can't read my own writing. It was 35. I'm sorry, folks.
Nonetheless,
this new math throws me off.
Either way, that's darn good free throw shooting. Overby out on top. Hassler now saw a little opening, tried to dish it back, but good defense there as Brager cut him off. Enger up, and he doesn't get the shot, but more importantly, it's a second foul on Alan Anderson.
Well, caught him in a switch. Anderson comes out and then has to go back and get Enger, because if he did not pop out on Hassler on the drive, Hassler would have had the layup. So you caught him in a switch. That was a perfect job on the offensive side by Hassler, knowing when to pass it.
Northwood is doing a nice job of getting the ball to the right man in the right spot so far.
So far they have, working well against the man. And when the other side, Edgley just hasn't quite gotten the zone moving enough.
Enger hits the first. He missed 2 in the first quarter. And now he is 1 of 4. And did Anderson ever sky to bring that rebound down?
And he wants it.
Here's Brager now. Sees the 3-point attempt, and he hit it. He didn't waste any time pulling the trigger that one. Now quickly down court, Northwood. And it's tipped by Edgley. So Brager back defensively was the last guy to get a hand on the basketball.
Here's the long pass ahead, and we'll see who tips it last. That's right, off the white, but they keep it back. So let's see if they get the plus off of this one. Whoops. So nice to have a replay, huh?
It does help. Overby now, Hassler, he'll take the baseline, pull up and not hit it. And Anderson pulls down another rebound. So Edgley can take the lead here. They trail 18-17. Inside they go. Tough angle turnaround that doesn't go for Anderson. He was really deep on the baseline that time.
I think it's a plus for Edgley to only be down by 1, because their shots have really, offensively.
And Paul Hassler, for the 3rd time this game, has it stuffed back in his face. So Even though Hassler's done a nice job tonight, he's having a rough time.
Yeah, gobble, gobble, gobble. That's the turkey play, I guess. It's the 3 times he's had it come right back at him. I can relate to that.
Anderson gets a rest for Edgley, and Scott Thompson checks into the Ranger lineup. A little one-hand hook by Enger that doesn't go, and now the Rangers starting to take over on the boards. Buckeye to the baseline. Back out on top, Lamp now. Pulls up, it's partially deflected, and it is saved, yes, but right to Eric Buckeye.
Sometimes it's best to take the ball out of bounds when you're in a situation like that, but of course you always try to keep it in play as a player whenever you can, but sometimes just holding on to it and stepping out of bounds is the right play.
Edgley has taken the lead. It is 19-18. Hassler now. Edgley picking it up defensively. Overby, no, and the Rangers pull it away.
On that last trip down, the Rangers' passes seem to be a little bit crisper.
Buckeye now drives, thought about the pull-up. That shot falls short. Mark Korsmo gets his first rebound.
The Buckeye knew that one was short. As soon as it left his fingertips, he made a beeline to the bucket. He was going for the board.
Enger now inside. They got Hassler free down low, and this time he puts it in the hoop. This is Tyler Lamp. Lamp driving to the baseline. That's a tough angle, but he gets the roll.
Well, you're living right when those come down for you.
No kidding. 4 in the corner for Lamp. And we're just trading leads now, these two teams.
Boy, just like the games were yesterday. Get out that seesaw and start working it back and forth.
We had excellent first-round games yesterday. That last one got a little sloppy at times, in all honesty, that Dunn-Seith-Reeder game. You know, there were 86 rebounds in that Dunn-Seith-Reeder game last night.
86?
86 rebounds. Overby now, and Northwood showing some patience. You see a possible mismatch now. As Troy Enger working on Scott Thompson. Korsmo, he got the offensive rebound.
Nice job by Korsmo, but that matchup that you were talking about, the thing I've noticed about Thompson, he's playing him more physical than Anderson was, however.
Thompson wearing 45. He had the ball for a second there, now in the corner. Brager, this is Thompson. Little turnaround, and he hits it. He started out closer to the basket, drawn it back out, and hit the shot.
Well, Thompson knew that Enger wasn't too far away, and he'd take another step or two outside. Gives you that little added edge to get it up.
Here's Enger now, his first opportunity to try to work on Thompson, but he dishes it back out. Now he's free underneath. He got some help side and still hit the bucket. But again, Brian Huber came over to help side defense, but that's a mismatch too. Enger's just much more physical and stronger than both.
And an absolute perfect pass by Overby, the master of those lobs.
He does that real well. Lamp now. This is Brager. Eric Buckeye loose in the corner. And Buckeye's eye off just a little bit tonight. 2-on-1 for the Trojans. Overby has it stripped away, and a nice defensive play by Greg Brager to stop the break. We're going to break away. This is a dandy. Northwood on top, 24-23.
Need a full-size pickup or a new GMC Suburban? Well, head to your North Star GMC truck dealer for fantastic cashback deals. Get $750 cash back or 6.9 APR financing on the GMC Sierra pickup. Full-size inside, full-size outside. Or for truck-size roominess and passenger car luxury, it's the GMC Suburban with $1,500 cash back or 6.9 APR financing. But you gotta hurry, because they won't last long. Only at your North Star GMC truck dealer.
It's the one that gets picked up, looked up, thumbed on, drummed on, taped up, scraped up, grabbed that, jabbed that. It's the one that gets thumbed through, flipped through, clocked down, dropped down, written on, bidden on, used a lot, choose a lot. Or take a look, man, upon this book, man. Was this the one that gets used?
U.S. West Direct.
right before the break, Overby had a 2-on-1. But right at the end, Overby looked like he was going to pass, but by that time, it was Brager with his hand on the basketball. If you give it up just a half a second earlier, it's a basket.
Overby to inbounds now. Underneath, Enger. And that shot in and out and stayed out. And these rims, as we talked about yesterday, pretty forgiving. Those bounces usually go to the shooter.
They have been.
Brager looks for some help. This is Lamp now, watched by Overby. Huber in the corner. Buckeye. Free throw line, he got it. Seven in the game now for Eric Buckeye. Averaged 22 points on the year, and he's got another year left. A possible lob, but a little miscommunication there between Thorstensen and Overby.
One of the few lobs that Overby throws that doesn't connect.
Here's Buckeye, he dumps it off to Thompson. High off the glass. Lamp crashed the boards along with Thorstensen, and apparently Thorstensen was the last man to touch it. There you get a good look at Tyler Lamp. Leads his team in assists, averages 11 points a game, 84% free throw shooter, all around steady performer. They tried to get it to him off the inbounds, is deflected away. Brager now, that shot doesn't go, and Enger will get whistled for the over-the-back foul.
It's so tempting when you see that ball up there and you're behind the defender to try to go over the top and steal it away, but more often than not, that's the result.
Especially when you have a little height advantage like Enger does down here.
Nice job of boxing out by Huber. Huber at the better position, and Enger with foul number 2 on him.
Huber, one of two from the line so far. That one is a little strong. (25-24) Edgeley leading. We're under 2 minutes here in the first half. Thorstensen, a quick turnaround. Enger is there, offensive board. And Greg Brager will pick up the foul as he was trying to help on the backside defending Enger.
Yep, Brager on the back tried to strip the ball when Brager pulled it behind his head to get ready to shoot. Number 2 on the junior.
Alan Anderson back into the game now for Edgeley. There you get a good look at Greg Brager and the Edgeley bench. Enger drains the free throw. 2 of 5 he is from the line tonight.
Well, yesterday from the floor, Troy was 13 of 15. That's phenomenal.
This is the second one. The scramble for the rebound, and Lamp has it. Tyler Lamp looks to set it up. Now Buckeye. They continue to look down low. Now Anderson cutting across the lane, but Thorstensen did a nice job to steal it away.
I think that pass was intended for Thompson, but it was a little too high. Nice job of reading the pass on the defense.
Game tied at 25, 45 seconds now remaining in the half. And boy, Thompson and Enger are really banging away.
Well, Thompson has been more physical than Anderson when those two guys have had their chance at Enger. Thompson playing belly up, fronting, trying to front. Enger gets back around, and there was the hold as Thompson was trying to get back around in front of Enger.
Well, I think Edgeley would like to try to frustrate Troy Enger. And, you get Thompson in there, start giving him a few elbows, maybe get his head away from the game. But so far, it hasn't affected Enger too much. He's having a little problem at the free throw line tonight, though. Now a steal. Overby. He's got Hassler, and he's blocked, but the foul on Eric Buckeye.
Overby second on this team in steals. He already has picked up the ball, and now Buckeye with a foul. So Buckeye had to look like the ball most pretty cleanly, but it was down low, and that might be a big foul on him.
His second. So now Buckeye, Anderson, and Brager all have 2 for Edgeley as Overby gets in the scoring book. A 65% free throw shooter on the season. He averaged 8 points a game. And he's perfect on both of them.
big thing about Overby. 8 assists a game he averages.
30 seconds remaining in the half. It's been tight all the way. Northwood has held a slim lead for most of this half. Here's Buckeye now. Turned away by Hassler. A lob inside. It got away from Anderson. Hassler ahead, and it rolls off a little strong on the rebound, and a whistle underneath, and I believe Scott Thompson will pick up his second foul. Nice job of Troy Enger to get the ball ahead quickly to Hassler on that break, though.
That's the third time that Hassler has filled the break from the left wing. This one time he throws it up a little bit hard.
He's shooting those with his right hand, isn't he?
Yep. Grade school coaches would go nuts on that. Left side of the basket, you're supposed to use the left hand.
Well, Overby has got the eye from the line tonight. He's perfect. 3 for 3 and a 3-point lead for Northwood. 10 seconds remaining in the half. Buckeye, and he'll probably take the shot. Heads towards the free throw line. 1 on 3. Now he dishes it off to the corner. And the shot is good by Brian Humer to end the half. So Northwood getting some production out of Troy Enger and Paul Hassler, and good free throw shooting by Brian Overby. Lead at 29-27. And you could bet John Hutchison happy with that start. And for more on the first half, we go to Rob Meltzer.
John, a pretty even first half. Two teams fighting it real hard. I'm sure you're pretty happy with the way your guys played.
Right. We need to keep that ball down close to the basket. And I think if we keep attacking underneath, we can get some good things happening for us.
Do you need to do a little better on the boards?
Boards weren't as good as they can be. We kind of went to sleep a couple times, but you know, we're in position, and that's what we want.
All right. Good luck, John.
We're at halftime from the Minot State Dome. You're watching the State B.
Celebrate Country Spirit Days at your Senex or Land O'Lakes Cooperative with these great sale prices. Save now on motor oil, sale priced at 99 cents a quart. Replace your battery with a new Silver Bullet battery featuring 850 cold cranking amps, and make tracks with a Solar 400 tire on sale for as low as $29.95. Plus, register to win a Case IH tractor, the grand prize drawing in the Country Spirit Day sweepstakes. For great Country Spirit Days values, see your Senex or Land O'Lakes Cooperative.
You can find one of the biggest differences between the Chevrolet Lumina and Pontiac Grand Prix or Olds Cutlass Supreme by looking at the sticker. That's because the Chevrolet Lumina's base price is $21.74 less than the Grand Prix and $22.35 less than Olds Cutlass Supreme. When you buy Lumina now, you get $1,000 cash back or 6.9 financing for a full 4 years or 48 months. See your Heartland Chevy dealer, where you get the Chevy price advantage.
Our halftime entertainment tonight supplied by the Harvey North Star Gymnastics.
Okay, folks, we're going to get some background information on the Harvey North Star Gymnastics. We're visiting with their director. First of all, what's your name for some statewide exposure here?
Carrie Trineri.
Okay. What's the age group of some of the young athletes behind us, Carrie?
7 to 17.
7 to 17. Now, that's a large age group. Is it kind of difficult to work out their schedules and things so they can work out with you?
No, it doesn't run into problems because we go early evenings.
Okay, perhaps from what, September to May?
Yeah.
So this goes along with the school year?
Yeah, pretty much so. Then we have a couple sessions during the summertime.
So do you go all over the state, halftime basketball games, things like that?
We do a lot around the Harvey area and in there.
Nice statewide exposure, huh?
Yeah.
Were the kids kind of excited to come here on such a big semifinal night?
Oh, yeah. Very nervous.
Okay, thank you very much. We're going to enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you.
We're at halftime. It is Northwood 29, Edgeley 27. We'll have more from the Minot Dome after this.
Chevy's got the winning spirit, and we're proving it every day on the tracks and on the streets. Right now, nobody is winning like you are. Pick your favorite Chevy and get 6.9% APR financing for 48 months or up to $1,200 cash back. West Dakota, you're winning with spectacular 6.9% financing or cash back with Lumina, Caprice, Beretta, S10 pickups, and more. Get your share of the winning spirit at your West Dakota Chevy dealers.
School spirit. Nothing brings it out like a tournament. But top-notch coaching isn't just for sports. A lifetime of winning begins in the classroom with quality teaching for every boy and girl. Professional educators make the difference. Teachers give our children their winning edge, coaching them for a lifetime of victories. So let's invest in education and make winners out of all our students and the people who teach them.
Brought to you by the members of the North Dakota Education Association, teachers who care about your children's future.
Well, last night, Lee, Edgeley had the edge and actually won the game because of free throw attempts. Tonight, the tide has turned the other way. They have actually made more field goals, 12 in the first half. But Northwood, despite poor free throw shooting by Troy Enger, just 2 of 6, is 8 of 13. That's a +9 from the free throw line for Northwood.
Exactly, and that's where the edge does reign because everything else is basically even. Edgeley with just one more rebound. Turnovers the same, but Northwood with the 29-27 lead on the scoreboard. Individual shooting, Enger with 10. Hassler playing a fine first half with 9. Huber Buckeyes 7 each.
And Alan Anderson held to 4 points in that first half. So far, Enger has won the battle of the two center players. Rob Meltzer has a guest.
Thanks, Dan. We're with Lonnie Hutchison, wife of Northwood coach John Hutchison. Boy, the 2 ball games so far, a 1-pointer yesterday, 2-pointer at the half. That's nerve-wracking for anybody. How is it for the coach's wife?
Very nerve-wracking, very tough, but it's really been fun.
How did you make it through the last few minutes of yesterday's game with it going down to the wire?
Well, for a while I didn't even watch because we were ahead for quite a bit of the game, and then just down the stretch they caught us, and I thought, oh no, not again. We're going to have this, last second shot and so on. So I was really worried.
Northwood has had some good teams the last few years, but you've been snake bit in the region. You finally made it to state. How much of a relief was it to you and John?
Oh, really a relief, especially because we beat Hillsboro, which is I guess, a big rivalry, and also the fact that that's my hometown.
What's it like when you play Hillsboro? Both of you are from that town. How difficult is it, especially when you play the Burros?
Very difficult. It has been, since 1968 when we came to Northwood. And I had family that played for Hillsborough for years, so it was tough for me to switch and be a Northwood fan, but I did it.
Okay, thanks for joining us, Lonnie.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rob. We'll have the second half right after these messages.
The big one is here. DeFair's biggest furniture sale in their history is on right now.
It's DeFair's amazing store-wide kick-off blitz. This is your chance to get incredibly big savings in every department. Save big on St. Charles sofas and sleepers, starting at the amazing low price of $2.99. Mattresses by Lady Americana. Choose any size, only $88 per piece. Plus, there's nothing to pay until October.
The big one. Big selection, big savings on right now, only at DeFair.
My spending was out of control.
We couldn't even pay the minimums on our charge cards.
I was a wild man.
We thought about bankruptcy, but it stays on your record 10 years.
All of a sudden, I realized I needed help.
A friend suggested Consumer Credit Counseling Service.
They were great. CCCS showed us how to get out of debt.
Consumer Credit Counseling Service is a nonprofit organization that can help you solve your debt problems. It's completely confidential.
My life is so much better since I went to Consumer Credit Counseling Service.
Due to the broadcast of the state Class B basketball tournament, we will air L.A. Law at a special time, Sunday, March 18th at 10:30, this week only on KTHI 11.
Coach, quick question. Plans to shut down the Northwood Center in the second half?
Well, we just got to keep playing the defense on him. I think we're playing good defense right now. We got to pick it up in the offensive end. We're really playing passive basketball, not going to the rim at all, not looking for the good shots.
Thank you very much for your time, guys.
Well, you hit it right on the head early, Lee, when you analyzed that Edgley appeared to be out of sync offensively.
Well, I thought they did a better job in the second quarter just moving the ball around. And anytime you're against the zone, that's the key, is to get the zone moving. If you don't get the zone moving, it's almost impossible to get it inside because you have to create your own passing lanes. Whereas on the offensive end with a man-to-man, you just have to run away from the ball to get it to go in.
Let's follow up on the point in terms of defending Troy Inger. Edgley approached it in two different ways in the first half. Man-to-man with Alan Anderson getting some weak side help from Brian Huber drifting across. And then secondly, when Anderson went out because of a couple of fouls, Scott Thompson one-on-one playing more of a physical brand of basketball. What do you think we'll see here early in the third quarter?
Well, I think we'll see Anderson back on him, but personally, I thought that Thompson, with his physical approach, was much more effective. Plus, with Scott coming off the bench, he can afford to give up fouls much more than Anderson can because Anderson's being relied on to score.
Well, I think we'll see Thompson because of the fact that Edgley has a number of players with a couple of fouls. So those are a couple of things to look forward to the start for the third quarter, which comes your way right after this.
There are 3 good reasons to buy a Bill Blast suit from Silverman's. 1, because it's a wise, quality investment. 2, because people pay attention when you wear it. 3, because you'll knock 'em dead at the wedding dance. The Bill Blast suit, all-American style with a life that will complement yours. At Silverman's, the suit experts, downtown Grand Forks.
Honey, it's almost 7:15. Ooh, and good morning.
Yeah, guys.
Ooh, nice tie.
Thanks.
I'm out of here. Not without breakfast.
Oh, it's George. Are there any donuts or anything?
Who ate the pizza? This is a lot smarter, guys. Smart Start cereal bars. They're from Kellogg's.
Kellogg's cereal in a bar.
Smart, huh? There's raspberry. These are pretty good. Let me see that. Mom. Guys, I can get them in lots of other kinds.
Smart Start cereal bars from Kellogg's.
We can have these every morning. You're getting smarter already. No, I am.
Give your day a smart start.
There's a Dan Hammer fan if I've ever seen one.
He looks like he's been in a tussle already tonight, doesn't he?
One thing we want to remind everyone is that the telecast of these tournament games have been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
They had a look at Lon Ost, and there's John Hutchison as the two teams go back to battle here, 29-27 Northwood. Let's see how aggressive Edgley is early offensively here in the third quarter. Anderson, free throw line in and out, and Anger is there for the board.
Well, I would have a tendency to think that they will be fairly aggressive, if not very aggressive offensively, because right after the coach gets done talking to you at halftime, you have a tendency to remember for a couple of minutes anyway.
No doubt about it. Overby, three-pointer right on the money. So Overby, who had 4 straight free throws, now nails a three-pointer. It's a 5-point Northwood lead.
That's a big plus for Northwood if they get someone else besides Hassler and Enger scoring.
Oh, nice defensive play by Overby. He came away and knocked it away from Anderson. It appeared Anderson would have the layup. Now underneath for 2.
So there's no doubt that Overby's the leading assist man, because from where we were sitting, I didn't think he was able to get that ball anywhere near where it went.
The 7-point lead is the biggest of the night for Northwood. Off the block, quickly ahead. This is Hassler. He had Rondis Vet down low, but he decided to pull it back out. It was 17-10 at the end of the first quarter, Northwood. It's been tight since then, but now 5 quick ones to open the quarter by Northwood. Enger's shot rolls off.
That's actually a big miss. If that would have went in, I would almost thought about calling a timeout.
I agree with you. Underneath, Huber's shot. That didn't even hit any rim. Off of Hassler's hand, I believe. No. It will go Northwood's way. Overby has really played a strong floor game tonight, hasn't he, Lee?
He does every game. There's just an example of what he can do with the ball behind the back a couple of times.
Rondis Vet, three-pointer, partially tipped when it left his hand. Buckeye got a piece of a hand on it. Now Brager. Here's Tyler Lamp. Lamp gets around Enger, heads to the hoop, and scores. A nice individual effort by Tyler Lamp.
That's what Coach Ost refers to as being aggressive on the offensive side, going to the basket, creating your own opportunities.
Overby, that one doesn't go. Enger battled for it. Hassler pulled it away underneath. Back out to Overby. Takes a step and hits the shot. So Brian Overby with 5 quick ones in the third quarter.
Well, Overby is the one on the offensive side who's come out and kind of taken charge.
No doubt about it. 36-29 is the Northwood lead. In the corner, Buckeye stepped on the end line and turns it over. We've got a break in play as Northwood controlling play here early in the third quarter, leading by 7.
Chevy's got the winning spirit, and we're proving it every day on the tracks and on the streets. Right now, nobody is winning like you are. Pick your favorite Chevy and get 6.9% APR financing for 48 months or up to $1,200 cash back. West Dakota, you're winning with spectacular 6.9% financing or cash back with Lumina, Caprice, Beretta, S10 pickups, and more. Get your share of the winning spirit at your West Dakota Chevy dealers.
A checking plan plus a portfolio positively packed with perks? It's action-packed checking, and it's only at Metropolitan Federal Bank. Take a peek at these prize-winning perks. Travel discounts, free accidental death insurance, credit card registration, no minimum balance requirement, no per check fee, and of course, interest. Does it interest you? Pick the Paramount Packaged Account, action-packed checking, only at Metropolitan Federal Bank. Fast-paced people prefer action-packed.
Well, you get a look at the man who's been a real catalyst tonight for Northwood, Brian Overby.
First half passes, second half so far scoring.
9 in the game. He's dished out some assists, hit the boards. Enger along the baseline. That shot is weak, and Huber clears it away. Tyler Lamp with the only bucket of the third quarter so far for Edgeley. The defending Region 5 champions finished 7th in the state a year ago.
Lamp with a new tape job on his right knee.
Here's Buckeye against 2 defenders. It doesn't roll, and Rondisfeld is there to clear it away. Hassler now. He's got Overby. He hits him. Overby back to Enger, and he couldn't get a shot off, but nonetheless, a nice effort by Brian Overby.
Yes, Overby had the right idea. Get it back to the man. When he got the ball on the lob, he is not in a position to shoot it. Already too far underneath, and it was a little bit too high, I guess I should say, for Enger, but on the exchange.
And there was a foul on Shad Thorstensen on the play, his third. So he's the first player from either team to hit his third personal foul.
One thing I think Northwood has done very well is whenever Buckeye has the ball, they've been on him real fast.
A lot of times with two people. Alan Anderson, turn around, and he hit it. So Anderson, that is his first field goal since the first quarter. He did not score in the second quarter.
Rangers need him to score inside.
Hassler out on top now. In the corner, Rondesvet takes the baseline. His shot is weak. And Anderson is there for the board.
Well, the Rangers doing something different defensively. They were in a zone, and that helps Anderson stay in the middle, which is where most of the rebounds naturally would come down.
Huber. Here's Buckeye, but it's intercepted before Buckeye could get a hand on it by Aaron Rondesvet. 3:40 remaining in the quarter. Tyler Lamp got a hand on that pass. And we're going to take a break. 3:34 remaining in the third quarter. Northwood 36, Edgley 31.
This is it. 9 Fords for under $99.99. Now at your Northland Ford dealer. Choose from Escorts, Rangers, Tempos, Festivas, Mustangs, wagons, sedans, hatchbacks. 9 Fords for under $99.99. All equipped, not stripped. Plus, buy a Ford truck now and get a tough bedliner for only $119. 9 great Fords under $99.99. And a tough Ford bedliner for $119. Hurry, see your Northland Ford dealer today.
Interstate Seed knows you don't want your hard work to go to waste. That's why our research staff is committed to developing the finest quality seed available. We make sure our seed lines are genetically pure and compatible with your growing conditions. Quality. You demand it, and so does Interstate Seed.
You believe in the quality of Interstate Seed.
Back live at the Minot State Dome, where Northwood has controlled most of this basketball game. Came out of the chute quickly, and they've held control.
Done it on the defensive end. I think they've done a fine job of just keeping Edgley not quite sharp, not getting what they want.
Enger works on Anderson. He didn't get the bucket, but more importantly, the third personal foul on Alan Anderson comes with 3:23 remaining in the third. Now let's see how quickly Lanos goes to the bench and brings Scott Thompson in.
Well, the key to that was that Enger was already moving toward the basket by the time he caught the basketball. So the advantage was his when he got the ball, and Anderson had to try to catch up.
Enger hits the free throw, 2 of 6 in the first half. So Northwood to this point has effectively taken Alan Anderson out of the ball game. 6 points so far and 3 personal fouls. Enger misses the second free throw, and Edgley comes back now trailing 37-31. They look down low, Buckeye does. As you see, Aaron Rondesvet now sagging down low in the Northwood defense.
Another thing I think on the offensive side for Edgley is they overload. 4 and now all 5 players are on the same side of the court.
Three-point attempt for Lamp went out. Huber is there, and there's a personal foul on. Will it go against Enger or Thorstensen? Let's see.
I think Enger. As we look at it, nope, it is on
Shad Thorstensen, his 4th personal. So now John Hutchison will have to go to the bench. Mark Korsmo will check into the game. Thorstensen had 2 early buckets, but hasn't scored here in the second half.
And one of the things when you overload the right side, or any side on an offense, what it does is it brings the defense with you, and your passing lanes to the middle become much, much smaller.
Huber with 8 now in the game. 2 of 4 from the line. He hits the second. So Brian Huber has picked up some of the scoring slack. He's got 9. He averaged 8 on the year. Underneath now, Rondesvet back to Enger. Offensive foul on Troy Enger. So now he has 3. So Enger and Anderson in a battle. both have 3 with a lot of time to go. 2:45 in the third.
There's no doubt about this one. Anderson had the hand straight up in perfect position. Enger aggressive to the basket,
and
which is a key for him all year long.
And what he's thinking there is, well, you know, if I get one against Anderson, then the picture of this game really changed. How about that try by Tyler Lamp as he twisted through traffic?
And he had to use his left hand as well to get it up. That's how tight it was in there.
Honey of a move. Hassler now, watch tightly. This is Rondesvet.
Edgley abandoned the zone fairly quickly. They're back in man.
Now if you're Anderson and Enger, you just have to be a little bit careful no matter what end you're on. Enger gets free underneath, and he got the bucket. A power move by Troy Enger. He toppled Brian Huber on that play.
Well, Huber has been the backside man most of the time. He was in position, took the bump, but the bucket goes to Huber, or excuse me, goes to Enger.
Under 2 minutes in the third quarter, a 4-point Northwood lead. Huber in traffic, a nice stiff. Count the bucket for Tyler Lamp.
The one thing Overby, I think, had on his mind is I'm not going to give him the easy 2. In traffic, key was the pass. Overby has to come down and help out. Went for the foul, but also gave up the basket.
Edgley making a run now. If they convert the 3-point play, they can get within 1. Lamp at the line. He got it. So Tyler Lamp with 7 third quarter points, and it's a 2-point ball game. 1-point ball game, rather. Overby now as Edgley comes with some full court pressure. Hassler, shot partially blocked by Anderson, and the Rangers can take the lead. 1:30 remaining in the third quarter. Overby went for the steal and is whistled for the foul.
Well, that last 3-point play by Lamps kind of fired this team up.
It has.
Really going at Overby on the crossover. It's the best time to try and go for the steal when you're going from the left side to the right side. But it's also a very tough thing to do without making contact.
Greg Brager will go to the free throw line, 84% shooter from there. He has 3 on the night. And he really drilled that one.
Well, now Edgley will have an advantage or a chance to score at least 3 more times from the free throw line than Northwood, because Northwood's already giving up a 1-and-1, whereas Edgley only has 1 team foul.
Edgley has the lead, 40-39. So the Rangers down early, get their second lead of the ball game. Overby, now Hassler. This is a gut check now for Northwood here late in the third quarter. Rondesvet, baseline, oh, pretty shot.
Buckeye went for the steal, and Rondesvet was open from the base.
We approach the 1-minute mark of the quarter. Anderson dumps it down low. Huber, oh my, Enger really working hard defensively. Finally, on his 3rd attempt, Huber goes, but they really let him play there.
That's a great individual effort. 3 times for Huber, 6 foot against 6'4".
Now a whistle and a foul coming on Greg Brager. His 3rd personal. 47 seconds remaining in the quarter. Scott Thompson will check into the Edgley lineup now. Brager will get a break. Both Alan Anderson and Troy Enger playing with 3. Shad Thorstensen on the Northwood bench has 4. This is Overby. 40 seconds now. Hassler along the baseline, and a blocking foul on Tyler Lamp.
Tyler got himself behind on the defensive end, and Hassler has shown us that when he decides to go to the basket, there's no doubt about it. He just goes straight to it, and that time he drew another foul.
The 2nd team foul on Edgley. 37 seconds remaining in the quarter now. Rondesvet, 3-pointer, that rims out. And Hubers pulls it aside for Edgley. So the Rangers with a 1-point lead will try to pad that a little bit. They'll work for the last shot of the quarter. The clock shows 21 seconds remaining. I'm sure they'll try to get it in the hands of Buckeye or Anderson. This is Buckeye. He's looking down low. Huber. Here's Anderson. Turn around. He got it. 2 seconds left now. Hasler. No. One too many passes for Northwood at the end of the quarter, and Edgley zooms ahead 44-41.
If you're planning on buying a used car in the next 90 days, there's only one place to be. Tomorrow, Gateway Chevrolet Geo. You'll find 200 used cars and trucks, all sale price. Discounts to 40%. Every vehicle comes with a 1-year, 12,000-mile warranty at no charge. Plus, make no payments till July 1990. It's the biggest sale of the year. 1-year, 12,000-mile warranties at no charge. Make no payments till July 1990. All vehicles not sold will be offered to dealers on Monday. It's all at one place, one day, tomorrow, at Gateway Chevrolet Geo. Don't miss it.
Pride, determination, and working hard to be the very best that we can be. These are just a few of the qualities we try to teach our children. Although we try to guide them in the right direction, children are faced with challenges and decisions they must make on their own. Saying no to drugs may be the biggest challenge they have to face. Let's make a drug-free America, starting right here in North Dakota. Just say no to drugs.
This message brought to you by Nodak Insurance, where belonging makes a difference.
Folks, this is the Edgley Ranger. What's your name?
Lee Keller.
He's been trying to get on television for 2 days. How old are you now?
13.
Now, do you get decked out like this for every game, or did you just get decked out because you knew you were going to be on primetime statewide television?
Most of the games.
So most of the games you get decked out?
Yeah.
Now, what do you think here? 44-41. Your club going to win it?
Yeah.
All right, he's the Edgley Ranger.
Well, speaking of edges, rebounding, Edgley did a tremendous job boarding. And Huber really played a key factor in that on the offensive side, getting a couple and then clearing the defensive boards, too. Up by 6 in the rebounding category now.
Here's Enger underneath, got free and scored. Offensive foul at Troy Enger, his 4th.
Scott Thompson has shown us in this game he is not afraid of contact.
The 4th personal by Troy Enger gives John Hutchison the thought to take a timeout, and he'll do just that. We'll be back after this.
Chevy's got the winning spirit, and we're proving it every day on the tracks and on the streets. Right now, nobody is winning like you are. Pick your favorite Chevy and get 6.9% APR financing for 48 months or up to $1,200 cash back. West Dakota, you're winning with spectacular 6.9% financing or cash back with Lumina, Caprice, Beretta, S10 pickups, and more. Get your share of the winning spirit at your West Dakota Chevy dealers.
Men, look at John Deere's visibility to the front wheels.
Ooh, Deere has an excellent view of the crop, sir.
So what are we going to do about it?
We're working on a paradoxical periscope with equal view to both front wheels, sir.
Deere's sound guard body has an excellent view to the rear drawbar, too, sir.
So what are we doing about that rear view?
You know what to do. Turn to your John Deere dealer.
Well, John Hutchison, feeling momentum slip away, decides to go with Troy Enger, playing him with 4 fouls. Northwood comes with some full court pressure now.
One of the things that Anderson said yesterday after the win was that we're more relaxed this year, and it really showed in the 4th quarter.
And it showed in the 3rd quarter in this ball game. Northwood now off the turnover. Hassler working on the D. Hey, how about that defensive play? Tyler Lamp strips Hassler of the basketball. Buckeye, he's been pretty quiet tonight. That shot rolls off, and Rondestedt is there. Ahead now, Enger has a break. He slams it home.
Well, that's one way to get the momentum back on your side.
And the Northwood fans are making a racket now. Buckeye, he's nearly tackled on the play, and Brian Overby draws the foul. His 3rd personal.
Boy, you don't get many of these nice little breakaways. The two-hand jam.
Yeah.
That's fun.
How I wish I could do that. Eric Buckeye goes to the free throw line. Just 7 points in a game, held scoreless in the third quarter. Boy, he is automatic at the free throw line. 12 of 12 yesterday. Hits his first today.
6 of 6 in the fourth quarter. The thing with Buckeye not scoring, Huber and Lamp together have had 22 points tonight, so the other two guys doing the job.
And Buckeye hits both of them. Greg Brager checks into the Edgeley lineup as Buckeye gets a rest. 9 on the night for Buckeye. It's a 3-point Edgeley lead. 6:45 remaining. Troy Inger on the court with 4 fouls. Anderson playing with 3. This is Overby. Now Hassler. Inger working baseline, tough shot. One-point ball game. Near steal by Rondesvet. It went off his finger, so Edgeley will retain possession.
Well, with Northwood in the man-to-man, I think that helps. Well, not if you pick off the inbounds pass, it doesn't help your team on the offense.
Rondesvet, who came up with the near steal just seconds ago, now does in fact get the steal, and Northwood can go back into the lead if they convert here. Nice pass by Inger, but Hassler blew another layup. So Hassler having a little difficulty on what you would think are automatic shots.
Well, Hassler all game long has used the back doors, gone and filled the wing, laid it up, but short.
And another timeout called by Northwood. Under 6 minutes to play. It's a 1-point game.
Here's a simple fact. The S15 Jimmy from GMC Truck is ranked highest among all other domestic vehicles in its class for customer satisfaction and product quality and dealer service. Now, here it is in simple English. S15 Jimmy owners love their S15 Jimmys, period. The choice is simple. Get an S15 Jimmy, and you'll love it, because quality counts.
Right now, we're closing out 1990 model compact pickups and S Jimmys at your North Star GMC truck dealer.
Celebrate Country Spirit Days at your Senex Orlando Lakes Cooperative with these great sale prices. Save now on motor oil, sale priced at 99 cents a quart. Replace your battery with a new Silver Bullet battery featuring 850 cold cranking amps, and make tracks with a Solar 400 tire on sale for as low as $29.95. Plus, register to win a Case IH tractor, the grand prize drawing in the Country Spirit Days sweepstakes. For great Country Spirit Days values, see your Senex Orlando Lakes Cooperative.
A lot of young basketball fans on hand. I think I can read that person's lips. Hi, Lee Timmerman.
You think so, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Here's Overby now. 46-45, backdoor attempt picked off by Anderson.
Perfect read. Anderson was reading the eyes of the passer that time, and he went up to take it away.
Obviously, a drawn-up play that John Hutchinson had put together in that timeout. But a heck of a job by Alan Anderson. Edgeley with the ball and the lead. 5:34 remaining. Let's see how they attack Troy Inger and try to get his 5th personal.
And out of the break, back to his zone.
Lamp. That shot is off, and Korsmo is there for the rebound.
I think it was a good move to go back to the zone, too, because of the 4 fouls you mentioned.
Again, another steal by Alan Anderson as Overby was trying to get it down low to Inger. So 2 crucial defensive plays by Alan Anderson. Here's Brager. 5 minutes remaining. Brager out on top. Now Anderson. 3-pointer is short. Tyler Lamp is there, though. Right place at the right time. Nearly picked away, and it is. Overby ahead to Hassler. One-on-one. No! Another miss by Hassler. He wanted a foul. Quickly ahead. Huber.
Up and down basketball. Edgeley coming up big with that possession.
Hassler quickly ahead now. This game resembling Dunseith and Reeder a little bit in the number of layups missed. Enger doesn't miss though. He puts it home.
Enger just kept Anderson right on his hip that time. It's a perfect job down in the box.
2-2-1. Full court press now by Northwood. Edgley does a nice job of breaking it. Brager's shot is loose. And Rondesvet turned it aside for Overby. Now Hassler, we're under 4 minutes. Edgley 48, Northwood 47. Dunseith and Cavalier coming up next. The balance of this tournament field really showing off in every basketball game that's been played here. Enger lost it. And on the turnover, Edgley will try to protect its lead. There you get a look at Mark Korsmo, the sixth man on this Northwood team. 3:35 remaining as the Rangers go to work. Buckeye, baseline, got him up in the air, and that could be it, and it is for Troy Enger. Enger is gone at the 3:29 mark.
After setting out for a while, Buckeye had a chance to talk with his coach. And I think Coach O's probably said, if you get it, Eric, go ahead and take it on the wing. That's number 5.
A lot of class being shown there by Edgley as they come over and give Troy Enger a hand, but obviously Enger very upset. And John Hutchison now wants another timeout as he has to plot his strategy. He wants to fight for the title game, but he'll have to do it without Troy Enger. More after this.
Call most places after hours and you may not get quite the answer you're looking for. At Norwest Banks, we don't think service should stop at 5 o'clock. That's why we're now on call 24 hours a day to handle your banking needs. Norwest Banks. Come to expect the best.
It's happening now. Spring price meltdown. Spring savings on America's best-selling cars. Save on Ford Escort LX, Tempo GL, Taurus GL. Spring price meltdown. 6.9 financing. Or up to $1,000 cash back. Hurry, it won't last. See your Northland Ford dealer.
That's a mighty long walk after you pick up number 5. Work so hard to get to the state tournament and know that you're in the semifinals and you can do nothing more to help your team.
A disappointed Troy Enger, Eric Buckeye. What do you know? He's human. And he kind of shook and said, yeah, okay, I missed one. No big deal.
First one in this tournament.
Yeah. He was 15 of 15 before that one. But right back at it. A cool customer is Eric Buckeye. He's done it all from the line. His only points from the free throw line in the second half. It's a 2-point Edgley lead. And now a steal. Brager in on the layup. He got the bucket, and that's going to be a big one for Edgley. Up by 4 now.
That's a huge bucket. Edgley picking up full court.
Hassler quickly back, in and out. Battle for it. Taken away by Eric Buckeye.
Anderson with his hands in there just enough to keep it alive.
Edgley in control. We're under 3 minutes. A 4-point Ranger lead. Hassler watching Buckeye. Holy smokes, Eric Buckeye has answered the call in the last 2 minutes. 53-47 Rangers.
That's a huge run by Edgley right after he was fouled out the free throw, and now that basket by Buckeye.
It's an uphill climb now for Northwood. Hassler along the baseline, and Alan Anderson got a piece of it. So Anderson has done the job defensively tonight to make up for what hasn't been a big night offensively.
Has had a couple of blocks, none bigger than that one, to keep the opponents from scoring late in the game.
Here's Buckeye. The balance of this year's